What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna continue from where we stopped from last time. We're still working on the GTI Autobahn. So this is going to be the part 2 of that video. So I've gone ahead and installed the hood. As you can see, everything lines up perfectly. Looking great here. On the other side, lines up perfectly as well. This looks good. Unfortunately, we still have that dent over here. It's not even that much noticeable. I'm sure we'll probably be able to, put my finger there and pull it out. The worst case scenario, when we take the car to get it painted, we'll have the body shop, take care of that. Everything looking good. All right, so I've gone ahead and purchased and received all the parts for this car, except for the front end bumper. So this bumper comes with a parking sensor option. It's a very rare bumper. I've looked everywhere. The only place I found it available is overseas, and buying that will probably take maybe 3 or 4 weeks to get here. We don't have that time. So I will go ahead and buy the normal bumper that have the provision for the parking sensor. So there are tools out there you can use to make the hole and maybe take it from there. So in this video, we will do the unboxing of those parts and the installation of the front end components. So we'll be installing the radiator, the condenser, the intercooler, and the front end reinforcement bar, and possibly add the coolant and do oil change as well. So it's coming together little by little. So without further ado, let's move to unboxing. All right, so here are all the parts received. So we have the condenser in this box, and the radiator is in this box. So we bought this used on eBay. That's the intercooler, original. And we'll be reusing the old fan that survived the accident, thankfully. And we have the reinforcement bar in this big box, and radiator supports and other components as well. All right, moving on to the condenser first. So this car has a very tiny condenser. I mean, most condensers are tiny, but this one, damn, looking good. All right, let's move that to the side. And what else do we have here? So, I believe this is this is the radiator support cover. Okay, looking good. Oh, let's make sure we don't lose this screw right here. All right, moving on. The next on the list is the radiator itself. Okay, let's see what we have here. All righty. Great. All right, moving on to the next one. This must be the front grille. Yes, it is. Oh, this looks great. So the GTI Autobahn has this red stripe. Yeah, kind of differentiates it from other GTI model. Oh, looking good. So we'll definitely keep it in the bag. So since we're not installing the bumper now, so we don't want that to scratch or any damage whatsoever happen to the grill. So we'll put that to the side in the meantime until we're ready to use it. So let's protect that very well. Here you go. Tuck that to the side. Okay, moving on to the next one. So this one is the this is the headlights support bar. I believe this is what you install the headlights with. So these are the two support, and we have the radiator support. Okay, looking great. Touch that to the side. And this small box right here must be the radiator support. Oh yeah, so I forgot what this is called again, but you know, the other one damaged, so we bought a replacement. So this is basically the radiator support, one of the, you know, company that holds the radiator, you know, to the radiator support. We have one over there. That's the second one. All right, keeping things moving. And last on the list is this reinforcement bar. That's the biggest of the bunch. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, okay, that's heavy. Okay, there we have it, the reinforcement bar. Okay, so that's everything so far. So next step is installation. Let's keep it moving. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is the headlight. So we bought the headlight. So we've received the passenger side, pending the driver's side, so which is still en route. So we'll be receiving that, I believe, sometime before the weekend. So yeah, again, the red stripe, very consistent with GTI Autobahn. So yeah. Now we will proceed to assembling everything together, starting with the intercooler and the condenser. So this condenser, because it's new, it kind of felt a little bit difficult to go in. So I was able to, you know, snug it in, and there you go. Perfect. Okay, now moving on to attaching both to the radiator support. So once we confirm everything snug perfectly, we will now add the radiator to the radiator support. Look at that. It's all coming together. Everything looks good. So when we first bought this car, we were not sure if the frame is straight. I mean, the easiest way for us to confirm that is to use the manufacturer measurement numbers, and there's a tool to do that as well. So for us, the best way is to install the reinforcement bar. If everything lines up perfectly, this bolt is gonna go in easily. So, moment of truth. Okay, it's looking promising. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, look at that. Everything lines up perfectly. This is amazing. Makes me really happy. Okay. All right, so we're moving on to installing the radiator supports to the car. So this is not the right way to do this. The best way to do this, or the correct way to do this, is to attach the radiator support to the reinforcement bar first, then have someone or use something to lift it up and attach that to the car. However, since it's just me and this is very heavy, I decided to try to do it this way. And guess what? It worked. So far, so good. This is coming along little by little. So looking at the reinforcement bar and the frame of the car, as you can see, it lines up perfectly. Exactly how we want it to be. Less issue for us to deal with. All right, so moving along, the next in line is to install the hood latch and the crash sensor. Then we will move to installing the headlight. All right, so we've made lots of progress. So we've completed the installation of the radiator, condenser, and intercooler. So, and including the radiator's support cover. Everything looking good, lines up perfectly. So the next step right now is to install the headlight, see if everything lines up perfectly on that end, and we'll take it from there. Hey, everything lines up perfectly. This looks good. Fantastic. This is coming together. Look at that. All looking great. So this gap right here, there will be I believe a plastic trim here that kind of covers this hole. So once we install that, close the hood. That will tell us, if the gap is consistent. So, all right, moving on. Okay, so we forget to put this bracket here. So, okay. Okay, snug it a little bit. So we'll put this bolt and we can line things up and tighten it. And perfect. Now we can slide this one. Okay. Now let's confirm the gaps. Fantastic. Looking great. Just little adjustments we have to make here once we get the bumper on. And yeah, well, it looks good so far. All right, so everything is coming together little by little. So the next thing we have to do is add the coolant, check for leaks, and also check the temperature gauge, make sure everything is as normal as it's supposed to be. And possibly we can, take the car for a spin. But since we have not received the headlight and still pending the bumper, I believe every other thing is just in a little piece here and there. Once we install the bumper, there is a bumper cover grill that should be here, kind of keep everything looking good. So without further ado, let's move to adding the coolant. All right, so we're going to use this EVA coolant refiller tool from OEM Tool to pull vacuum from the system. So the result we're expecting to see is for this needle to stay on -30. I don't know if you guys can see that. Focus, there you go. And keep vacuum for at least 10 to 20 minutes. Once we confirm the vacuum stays steady, we'll proceed with adding coolant to the system. So there is extensive instruction on how to do this online, but to make sure that we don't actually pull back air into the system, once we add the coolant in here, we'll open this valve to suck some of the coolant, then close it, and proceed to also suck in more, pulling more vacuum to ensure that there's no more air in the system. And this bucket here is meant to catch whatever coolant that this may, bring out from the system. So without further ado, we'll get things started. All right, so I have a little bit of a bad news. So after we vacuumed the system, for some reasons it wasn't holding the vacuum. So I traced the issue to the thermostat housing. Let me show you guys. So yeah, I had to take everything apart, in order to trace the issue properly. So fortunately, we found where the leak is happening. So it's the thermostat housing. I don't know if you guys can see that over there. Yeah, that's the culprit. So yeah, that's one thing about buying accident cars, accident damaged cars. You never know what you're getting into. So sometimes the damage might be extensive as it looks. So you have to definitely do your homework. Spend some time, look at the cooling system, make sure there is no damage to the engine block. Thankfully, there's no damage to the engine block. This is just thermostat housing. So we're gonna go ahead and order thermostat housing and continue from there. All right, so this is where we're gonna end today's section. I'm honestly excited about the progress we've made so far. Unfortunately, we had a minor setback. I mean, it's just a thermostat housing, right? So we order that, install it, test the cooling system one more time, make sure there's no leak whatsoever, and fingers crossed, no more damage. Yeah, I mean, we gotta hope for the best, right? So hit me up on the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely appreciate your feedback. As always, like and subscribe. Until I catch you guys at the next one. Peace.